Hello everybody, welcome back to Planet X News, December 14th, 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, over the course of the last week or so, I've been getting a lot of emails and a lot of questions about what is being seen on the C3 coronagraph. And what we're seeing here is Venus. And Venus is going to be passing behind the sun very shortly. But a lot of people have been sending me emails asking me about what they're seeing. And they're also asking about what this object is right back here. And that is Uranus. And there is another little object that is passing through this segment of the C3. I don't know exactly what that object is. You can see it very, very small. I mean, it could be a comet, meteor, it can be something, but I don't know exactly what it is. And I've been watching it for the last couple of days, but I don't know exactly what it is. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is Venus, and it's not going to be passing in front of the sun. It's going to be passing behind the sun, and it's going to be out of our view for some time. And let me just go ahead and show you, and I'll pull up the solar system scope real quick, and we'll take a quick look at this. From the perspective of the spacecraft, the SOHO spacecraft, the coronagraph C3, this is just about what that spacecraft is looking at, their point of view. So we have the Earth over here, Venus right here. So it kind of looks like Venus is going to pass directly in front of the sun. But in actuality, in its orbit, it's going to be passing right behind the sun. Now, if the spacecraft was directly in line with the Earth, we would not be seeing Venus at all in the C3 coronagraph. But because that coronagraph and that spacecraft is slightly off to the side over here in conjunction with Earth, that's why we have that view. So it kind of looks like, you know, Venus is coming from this side and moving inward, and it's going to cross right in front of the sun between the Earth and the sun. But no, that's not what's going to happen. It is simply going to start passing behind the sun. And actually, from our point of view, it's already there. But from the point of view from the C3 coronagraph, we can still see it. So it's going to be heading out of our view shortly. And as far as Planet X news goes, well, ladies and gentlemen, I have been on top of everything, naturally, every single day. And over the course of the last 7 to 10 days, I really haven't found anything credible. No credible information, no sightings, absolutely nothing. Now, based on my timeline, we are seeing that increase in larger earthquakes. We've seen several of these very large earthquakes way down in the South Atlantic near Antarctica, actually between the tips of South America and South Africa. So we're keeping a very close eye down there in that area. A couple of magnitude 6.0, I think 6.4, 6.2. I mean, regardless, any magnitude of that nature in that area is concerning. So we're going to be keeping a very close eye on that activity. There has also been some activity that has increased in magnitude with the earthquakes in the state of California. Now, you know, they are always getting these smaller earthquakes, but over the past 24 hours, they've actually had some earthquakes above 3 and 3.4. So once again, we're going to be watching all of that very, very closely. Now, based on my timeline, my calendar timeline that I've mentioned to all of you many, many times, we are now in the 14th day of the month. There is a very high possibility, based on my timeline, that a large coronal mass ejection should be scheduled. It should erupt. It could happen today. It can happen tomorrow. It can happen anytime between now and close to the end of the month. And that is a pattern that we have seen for the last 8 to 9 months. I mean, it has literally been on target each and every month. Normally, during those coronal mass ejections, we are getting at least one sighting of this object that we refer to as Planet X. The sun itself has been kind of, not too much action going on. And that's a good thing. But I don't think it's going to last. And like I said, we are already in the 14th of the month. And at any time, based on my timeline, my calendar timeline, any time between now and close to the end of the month, we should probably expect a coronal mass ejection. Best scenario, it's not Earth-facing. I'm watching very closely a couple of sunspots. They don't look like they're too active, but again, anything can happen at any time. So I hope this answers a lot of people's questions. It's been very hard for me to answer each and every one of these emails, so I thought I'd make a quick video based on what people are seeing on the C3 coronagraph. And yes, we have Venus moving across the screen, and it will be going behind the sun. It will be out of our view for some time, and that's just to be expected. And I do believe this is Uranus coming into view. But again, I don't know what that little object is that's just passing through there. It could be a comet. It could be a large meteor, asteroid. It could be something, but it's pretty neat to look at it passing through the C3 coronagraph. Later on today, Dr. Albers and I are going to be holding a live stream, and we've been looking into these fires in California. And I know a lot of you are thinking that these fires are very, very suspicious. And ladies and gentlemen, they are. They're very, very suspicious. And we have a lot of questions about what is happening in the state of California with these fires. For the last 2 weeks, Dr. Albers and I have been working on finding out what is happening, what is causing the fires, the uniqueness of these fires. We've come up with some pretty credible information, and we're going to share it with all of you. I don't have the exact time of our live stream. I will try to post the live stream about an hour before we go live on YouTube. And Dr. Albers has written a specific report based on the wildfires. And I have my own theories. And I've been looking into these theories. And there's some chemistry involved. And it's pretty credible, ladies and gentlemen. And it's an awful shame that what is happening in the state of California. A lot of people are being displaced. People are losing everything. Everything. We only wish that they could put a stop to this. But we don't think that's going to happen. We actually think that it may possibly get even worse. So, ladies and gentlemen, please support us, stay tuned, share our videos, and make sure that you are tuned in to the Planet X News website, because once again, ladies and gentlemen, there is a wealth of information on our website. Make sure that you are following the Planet X News Facebook page, because you will be able to gain a wealth of information immediately from these two sources. All of the links are in the description box under this video. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for this entire year for helping and supporting both myself and Dr. Albers in our research and our investigation. All of you have been absolutely fantastic. So folks, stay tuned for our live stream. It will be later on this afternoon. Hopefully all of you can tune in, but if you happen to miss it, don't worry. It will process into a video and you can watch it at another time. This is Scott from Planet X News. Thank you for watching.